What's that? You need a cup of something? Cup of Joe?
Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and joining me for another episode of A Cup of Joe with Mendo. Today we have the crew from 10zTeam. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm really excited to talk about the projects that you guys have put out and working with the environment and the different type of resources that we can provide players in need. So thanks for joining me. I have Andrew, Arun, and Nick. Firstly, I'd love to discuss the programs that you have at 10Z. So Andrew, if you don't mind, if you can go a little bit into that and some of the different things that you offer on that end.
Yeah, and thanks for having us do this. We've been, I know, kind of kicking this around for a little while now. For us, we started Tens, just kind of the three of us, friends growing up playing soccer, coming together, wanting to do something a little more for people. Outside of our normal everyday work, we came together and started this little nonprofit organization. I don't think there's any secret to how much division there is in the world today. And this was our way of saying, what is the little thing we can do to help bring people together? So our objectives, our mission is to help use soccer to create community, to help lift people up and bring them together. It's really that simple.
Okay. Awesome. And I think I was very fortunate to be able to work with you guys this past season. And, rolling out a curriculum is important for our players and also the different coaches that we work with and the trainers, of course. And I know for moving forward, to have something in place that is structured, that has proper coaching material that we can provide for our kids is so important. So I would love to go a little bit into that, if that's okay. And, the big thing is the programs vary, right, in terms of weeks and the amount of kids that we have. So the curriculum that we'll be working on with 10Z is something that focuses on different topics that are potentially progressive. So, for example, they might be as basic as passing and receiving, but as the weeks go on, they will progress and you hit different objectives in that sense. So with the trainers too, which is great, the plans itself are very adaptable. So the trainers themselves can take the program, the session plan, and adapt it based on the amount of kids that we have. And I think that's something that's great. Over the course of the fall, we saw a fluctuation in numbers, right, which was awesome.
I should probably interject there for everyone who's not really aware of the full scale. The program we've done to this moment has been with two nonprofit organizations. We just partnered with another one. But the one, as you know, that you came and got involved with and really helped spearhead the whole curriculum was with Cayuga Centers. And we were helping some of the unaccompanied children who came here in the United States without families, without parents, without anyone. And like you said, those numbers ranged from anywhere from 25 at a time to almost 200.
Right.
And your curriculum was really the basis and platform for getting all of our trainers coordinated and being able to deliver this program in two locations, both in Harlem, one on the east side, one on the west side, for those children. So, thank you for that. And now, we're trying to expand that out, and the curriculum has been really a cornerstone for that.
All right, absolutely, I appreciate that, and I think that touch around, goes back to your point with the numbers increased as we went on, which I think that shows to the passion that all the coaches put in, and we saw that, which is awesome. I think to increase from numbers from 50 to 100 for a training session, it just shows that kids want to learn, they enjoyed it, and they want to come back for more. And I think that's the premise to why we do this. We love the sport, but we love helping people too. So I think that's really important. And just to touch back, to track back on the curriculum, I think for these kids that after the 10 weeks per se, and the amount of sessions they'll get in, which are around 20 or so, which might fluctuate, right? But those players will walk away with tools, maybe not just for soccer, but tools that they can take away in life. And that's the big thing. There are teaching practices in those sessions that make the kids more accountable, that want to be more autonomous as players, but also as people. And that's something that they can hopefully cherish and take away and utilize on the long run. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw, just not only bringing some organization and leadership and communication among the kids and teamwork. I mean, it was really something to see it all come together on such short notice, to get it up so quickly the way we did over the fall. So it really was something. Thank you.
All right, no, absolutely, it's awesome. So I know that we're obviously in a situation, and I think as we slowly get out of the whole pandemic, which is exciting because I know for all of us, we want to get back outside and the players want to get playing again and the programs to be reinstated. So I'd like to discuss a little bit about the current situation, the ambition of the programs, and to see what's in store for how to adapt to this situation.
Yeah, I can jump in on that, Alex. So as you mentioned, building on what you guys have laid out from the fall through this past year, just setting out the curriculum, just being able to run this program with the Cayuga centers, and then going beyond that. I think one of the things we're faced with is obviously the fact that we can't gather in groups. So started to have to get creative. So one of the things we spitballed is the idea of doing virtual trainings. This way we can just take the curriculum that you've already kind of laid out for the whole program up front, and then just tailor that more into individual sessions. And this way we're still addressing the market needs of, having these kids be able to play ball and things like that, but still improve upon their soccer skills while we're dealing with this global pandemic.
Right, absolutely. So now with the whole shift to virtual learning, do you feel as though, and this is a question that I think I'm asked all the time, do you feel with virtual learning it's something that can be continued after the pandemic? And I think that's might be difficult to ask, but I think that now with the knowledge of everything going virtual, do you feel as though the program could also benefit this, say in the fall, even though we might be outside?
Yeah, I definitely do. So ideally, one of the things we're potentially looking at long term is to target different club teams that we could focus on. Um, Individual sessions are always going to be crucial to any soccer player's success. Obviously, it's a team sport, but what you bring from your individual skills, what you bring from your individual contributions on the field is truly important to the whole system. So I think if it's not going to be a foundational going forward, once everything does clear up, it's definitely going to be supplemental. But having some form of individual training sessions is always going to be, there's always going to be a need in the market for that.
Right, absolutely. And what I'm really excited about, especially once we get outside, is having these players, if they're exposed to virtual learning, to then get exposed to the curriculum and those training, to put, say, maybe a more individualized environment to now a team environment where now they're interacting with other players. So I think that's something that hopefully we'll know by the summer, right? That we can get out there and be active. So that's great. And, I think moving on to talk about community interaction and partnership, which is a big, important piece to discuss, of course. And I'd like to learn a little bit more on that. And then I do have a couple questions for you on that. And I believe that is you, Nick.
Yeah, definitely. So again, Alex, thanks for having us. Really, what we've done is more of a grassroots movement in the communities that we've been working in. A large part of that at the beginning was in Queens and Astoria, putting together fundraisers, working with some of the local businesses to help sponsor, the soccer tournaments that we've done, as well as the other fundraisers as well. So in the past, that's helped with funding us to be able to provide fundings for the actual trainers, equipment, pennies. On top of that, we've even gotten donations for cleats for the kids at the Cayuga centers from just individuals who have seen our post on social media, as well as working with KK Athletics out on Long Island, who put together a little program with us to have anyone who's been donating cleats, bringing cleats to them to donate them to us. So that's really helped out a lot with the influx of kids that have come in through the Cayuga centers.
Right, absolutely. And now I think this is a great opportunity and for clubs out there as well to help and donate gear that might be gently used or are available, that that can be shared with these players. I think that's a great thing. It's something that I think could be definitely beneficial, but now it gives players the opportunity to use, say, a soccer ball on their own and have their own pair of cleats, maybe even goalie gloves, and that's something that would be awesome. So if there are any clubs out there that would like to learn more about this process, Andrew, I know we talked a little bit about the website previously and also social media. So if you could just provide that information for the listeners, that'd be awesome. And then we can hopefully discuss more opportunities to provide for these kids.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're looking for anyone to help out in any way that they're willing. Again, this was about community. One thing that we're thinking about going forward is understanding that some schools, some programs, they may not have a program. Reach out to us, let us know. We're going to continue to make connections and bridge the gap in the community to help those in need. They can reach us at 10zteam.com. That's 10, the number 10, the letter Z, team.com, or through any of your channels. If anyone would like to connect to us through where you are, and they could find us on our Instagram, which is 10zteam also.
All right, absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, we take donations right through the website, 10zteam.com/donations. Any little bit helps. If you are looking to donate any equipment or cleats, balls, anything along those lines, they can contact us 631-517-3184, or even by email at 10zfootballnyc@gmail.com with any inquiries on what we can do or what they can do to even help out within the communities. We're always looking for sponsors to help with any of the programs that we are looking to do moving forward. So if they are interested, definitely reach out to us, as well as you can find us on Facebook and Instagram, and to learn more about what we're doing in the communities.
Absolutely. So I think that's some great information there, and any information that I receive from you guys, of course, it will be up on my platforms, so it will get out there, and I think that's important for anyone to contribute, even if on the littlest level to the larger scale, from gear to even smaller donations. That'd be awesome. So guys, thank you so much for your time tonight. Let's try to connect again, and we'll get you guys back on and give an update for the fall. And even
Thank
the
you,
summer.
Alex.
All
Cool.
right.
Thank you, Alex.
All right. Thank you.
Stop, I can